Voters across Texas weighed in on a slate of constitutional amendments, while Austinites decided on a citywide tax proposal, the results from both ballots and what they could mean for local communities.
A night of Halloween fun turned tragic when a pickup truck plowed into pedestrians outside of downtown Raising Cane's, what police say led to the crash that left 3 people fighting for their lives.
A Texas politician makes a stop at UT. Up next, the message she's sharing with students and the announcement that could shape the state's next Senate race. Reporting Texas TV starts now.
Good evening, I'm Santiago Ortiz.
And I'm Clara Caraba.
Tuesday was Election Day. Texans voted on a series of 17 state constitutional amendments, while Austinites voted on one citywide tax increase, Prop Q. All statewide propositions passed, while Prop Q was defeated by an overwhelming majority. Had the measure passed, the extra taxes would have gone towards improving city services and aiding Austin's homeless population.
Tonight is about the message taxpayers will send to Mayor Kirk Watson and our 10 members of the City Council. It's time for you to do your job. It's time for you to close the budget deficit without harming public safety.
While Prop Q failed, Austin's property tax rate is still seeing a slight bump. The average homeowner will be seeing around $100 added to their annual tax bill. Vice President Dick Cheney, who served alongside Republican President George W. Bush, died this past Monday. A major figure in American politics for decades, Cheney helped shape U.S. foreign policy following 9/11 and was a key player in the war in Afghanistan and in Iraq. In his later years, he became increasingly ostracized from the Republican Party due to his intense criticism of President Trump. He was 84 years old and is survived by his wife, daughters, and grandchildren.
A close call for a Leander ISD band after their trailer was struck by a train in San Antonio. The Vandegrift High School band's trailer got stuck on railroad tracks Monday before being hit by a Union Pacific train. No one was hurt, and 4 rival schools loaned instruments so the students could still compete.
The performance and the way that, the kids are handling everything.
It was a true testament to the kids to put it behind them. Yesterday was the hardest day I've had as a band parent and volunteer.
Setback, Vandegrift went on to earn the bronze medal at the UIL State Marching Band competition. 3 people are in critical condition after a pickup truck crashed into pedestrians outside of Raising Cane's in downtown Austin on Halloween. Police say 21-year-old Antonio Garcia Rios was behind the wheel and is now facing 2 counts of intoxication assault. According to court documents, Rios had taken over driving after a night of bar hopping on 6th Street moments before the truck suddenly lurched onto the sidewalk, hitting several people.
Football fans packed the 40 acres this weekend for Texas versus Vanderbilt, but many students were left cheering from outside the stands. Reporter Nicole Vargas is live in the newsroom with more.
Yeah, Texas's SEC success and a larger student body have increased ticket sales for the big ticket by 25%, making home game seats a lot harder to get. I looked into how UT students are finding other ways to support the Longhorns.
Texas football returned home on Saturday, and while thousands cheered for the Longhorns in a sold-out DKR, many of UT's own students couldn't make it past the queue for ticket claim.
Every home game that we had, I've tried to get a ticket, and I haven't been able to get a ticket.
Ethan Carrillo, who has a big ticket, isn't alone. DKR has 13,000 seats available in the student section, but with 55,000 students enrolled, that isn't nearly enough to go around.
Texas athletics, with all the changes in NIL, where they now have to revenue share with their players, they are now having to cut some costs. So that includes possibly upping the price of the big ticket like they did.
Students can purchase the big ticket, which grants them access to all Texas home games, but doesn't guarantee them a spot inside of DKR. For an extra fee, the Longhorn Foundation membership ensures students a seat. One way to avoid the gamble is to ditch the purchase and walk over to the WCP ballroom, where all you need is your student ID.
Campus E&E's watch parties are giving students an outlet to show off their Longhorn pride, compete for prizes, and grab free food without worrying about ticket queues and price tags.
I saw the event on Speedway, and it's really cool because I either don't even get to watch the game, or I'll try to get in somewhere that has the game on, and it's usually so packed, but this has been great.
This was the third watch party hosted by Campus Events and Entertainment. You can keep watch for their fourth and final game day event on their Instagram and the UT Events calendar. Live in the newsroom, Nicole Vargas reporting Texas TV.
You can pay off your parking citations by donating food. UT's Food for Fines program is back. Students can bring unexpired and unopened food that will directly go to local food banks, helping families in need while giving donors relief from fees. Donations are processed at any of the 8 staffed garages across the campus until December 5th.
Food donations took center stage over the weekend when ESPN's SEC Nation came to UT. Henry Hipschman takes us behind the scenes of this food drive.
Covering more than just SEC football this past Saturday, SEC Nation partnered with Food Pantry UT Outpost, hosting a food drive alongside the show. In an effort to support students who may not be able to support themselves, it's a cause the university and the show care deeply about.
So roughly 1 in 4 UT Longhorns experience some form of food insecurity. And so UT Outpost has seen 400 to 500 a week trying to get, make ends meet.
On top of her role as Associate Dean of Students, Kelly Susi also leads UT Outpost. The food drive, though, is nothing without its donors like UT student Tyler Pullum, who believes this is a cause worth fighting for.
I think that being a part of events like this is a great way to, really put the word out in the community about what UT Outpost is doing, and the collaborations that they do with other schools whenever we have big games coming up is a great way to get more people to know about the importance of donating to local food shelters.
Donating to the Outpost is simple. All people have to do is find the designated yellow bins, take their donation, and place it in the can. Students looking to use the Outpost are allotted up to 20 pounds of food per month and 1 visit per week. While the pantry has been a resource for students since 2018, not everyone knows it is available, making Saturday's partnership with SEC Nation an opportunity to spread the word.
I've met plenty of students that don't even know that this is a resource that is available to them. So we really hope to see anyone and everyone come in there that just needs a little bit of extra support with food and clothing.
In Austin, Henry Hipschman reporting Texas TV.
For information on how to access or donate to the pantry, check out the web story at reportingtexas.com.
Airports across the country are jammed, and it's only getting worse. Why a week-long ground delay order is stranding travelers, and what federal officials are warning could happen next.
Coming up, another lucky week of weather for us here in Austin, but a cold front is set to bring chillier November days this weekend.
Is that time yet?
It's time.
Come start time for dinner.
Oh, terrific.
Donating pet food is one of the many ways you can help families in your community. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
I don't think it's an accident that I ended up writing music for a living, because I think I lived in a house where I saw how deeply it affected everyone in the house. And just how much everyone defined themselves by the music they listened to.
I think the real important point, we always told them, no matter what you do, no matter what happens, we will help you through it no matter what it is.
Recently, I've had a friend who has sort of appeared to be sort of like a shell of herself. She's a very vibrant and amazing woman and always has been, but recently she's become very reclusive.
If it's like a close friend, I'll notice they're like not acting like themselves. Like maybe they'll be like quiet. Maybe they like will have a weird change of behavior.
The most powerful thing is us being able to read between the lines, not assume that because someone's posting that they're okay, and actually getting to know people on a deeper level and asking them how they are. That simple step, that simple action can help so many people in our communities, families, and groups of friends.
The death toll has risen in Louisville after an aircraft crashed shortly after takeoff. Officials say at least 12 people were killed and 9 others are still missing. This happened after a UPS plane slammed into the ground just seconds after lifting off, bound for Hawaii. Early reports say one of the plane's engines caught fire and fell during the takeoff. The crash sent thick smoke into the air near Louisville's airport. Flights at Austin Bergstrom Airport are delayed again amid the federal government shutdown. Today marks the 6th day of the ground delay order, which is impacting arriving flights and increasing the congestion in terminals. The shutdown has halted paychecks to TSA employees, causing a long line at airports nationwide. Travelers are advised to monitor flight updates as the shutdown continues.
The federal government is using a nearly $5 billion emergency fund to partially cover SNAP benefits this month amid the government shutdown. It offers some relief to Americans, but many say it isn't enough. The U.S. Department of Agriculture planned to freeze payments, but a federal court ordered the program to continue at about half the normal funding level. The Central Texas Food Bank reports a surge in demand as families struggle to afford groceries. Amid the interruptions to SNAP and conflicting messages from the White House, some local organizations are stepping in. Reporting Texas TV's Emily Trevino joins us live in the newsroom to talk about one group that's helping Austinites struggling with food insecurity.
Yeah, over 140,000 Central Texans were cut off of SNAP last Saturday. Now, over the weekend, I visited a community center to report on how they're helping those impacted by the change. From apples to apple roll cereal, this East Austin Community Center is stepping in to ease anxiety and help with food insecurity.
Been out talking to people about food drives, about food donations, about cash donations, so we can go out and buy more food if we need to.
Every Friday morning, the Baptist Community Church Center provides a food line for Austinites to receive bread, pantry and fridge products, and even bathroom essentials.
Had 140 families this morning so far in 3 hours.
King says the abundance of people is due to SNAP being cut off. SNAP stands for Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, but due to the shutdown, November benefits stopped on October 10th.
My mind just instantly went to how are we going to serve more people? Where can we access more food to help more families?
Patrons start here at the top of the table, grab products like canned food and fruits, place them in a bag, and head on their way.
We make them feel like family. They know they're loved and they're cared for, which they may not get any other place until they walk in here.
One woman told me she's extremely worried about where her next meal is coming from and is thankful for the church's help. Volunteers say it's more than giving out food. It's about having a servant heart and providing for the community.
People are genuine and authentic about the work that they do for the community and the relationships that they build.
It's a reminder that Austin's sense of community still stands strong. The Baptist Community Center is asking for more donations as the holidays approach. For more information on how you can get involved and find resources for food aid, you can visit our website at reportingtexas.com. Live in the newsroom, Emily Trevino, Reporting Texas TV.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton came to Austin for a Turning Point USA event this week. Along with encouraging young conservatives to stand firm against liberal pressures on campus, he announced his intentions to challenge incumbent Texas Senator John Cornyn in April. New polling shows shrinking popularity for Republicans in Texas and nationally. President Donald Trump sits at a 43% approval rating as reported by the New York Times. In Texas, UT polls show Governor Greg Abbott standing at a 32% approval rating, with many Texans concerned about access to food, health care, and affordable housing costs.
We've been enjoying warm days, cool mornings, and plenty of sunshine. Up next, a cold front is headed for Austin, bringing more perfect fall days.
And Texas football had its first home game in 42 days against number 9 Vanderbilt. After the big game, where will the Longhorns land in the rankings?
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Women are bad with money.
It's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now,
we've got something to say.
Save it. Save the old-fashioned advice, the empty excuses.
It's all worthless, unlike us.
To our fellow females, it is time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Contributing to our futures, investing in our independence.
Until we're no longer
80%
more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement. So again, we say to that, save it. The falsehoods, the feelings of fault, then the funds. Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how, and we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids need to know the dangers and how to avoid them. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids, because when you talk, they hear you.
It's that time of year again. Perfect weather for pumpkin patches and evening walks. Temperatures have been nice and comfortable around Austin lately.
By here we might have some cooler air rolling up on us that might shake things up a little.
Yes, fall is finally showing up here in Central Texas. We've got mild days, chilly mornings, and more sunshine on the way. Let's take a look at what's happening outside. It's been a beautiful week here in Austin. Sunny skies, warm temperatures, and just enough of a breeze to make it feel like fall. Many people have been out enjoying weather, from afternoon walks to study sessions outside on campus. But as we head into the weekend, some big changes are on the way. We've had plenty of sunshine and mild temperatures across Central Texas today. Highs topped out in the low 80s, making it a great day to be out and about. As we head into the night, temperatures will gradually drop into the upper 60s, so it'll still feel comfortable if you're out late. Clear skies will stick around through the night and through the evening, making for a nice, calm fall night here in Austin. Taking a look at the graphic, as we look ahead to Friday, it's going to be another sunny day across Central Texas. Temperatures warm up a bit, reaching a high near 70 degrees. It'll be a dry heat with plenty of sunshine, so a great day to be out and about. By Friday night, we'll cool back down into the low 60s, setting up a mild and comfortable evening here in Austin. We're kicking off the weekend with more sun and warm temps. High in 86 on Saturday. By Sunday, a cool front moves in, dropping us to the upper 60s. Monday will be our coolest day, highs in the low 60s and lows around 40. Then we'll gradually warm back up. Tuesday in the upper 60s, mid 70s by the midweek, and we'll wrap up Friday by within sunshines and high near 76. Overall, a beautiful, cool, and sunny week ahead here in Central Texas. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and start pulling out some of my sweaters, maybe even dusting off a few of my puffer coats.
I've definitely been procrastinating getting all my winter clothes out, but I think it might be about that time.
Yeah, I only have like 2 hoodies, so I think it might be time to break those out. The World Series came all the way down to Game 7. Will the Blue Jays get their first championship in 32 years, or will the Dodgers go back-to-back?
Coming up, how University of Texas residence halls are bringing students together with fall festivities throughout November.
Getting a DWI definitely opened my eyes to the reality that I'm not impervious to consequences. First and foremost, I missed out on a couple years of my college life. I didn't get to go to parties, I didn't get to meet new friends. I had to pick up shifts so that I could pay for my probation. I missed out on traveling with my family, I missed out on seeing my family. As time went on, I looked back on it, I realized that I was missing out on a lot. And it was just very shameful, all of it.
I think that sometimes we can coast. especially in the age of social media where we don't have to talk to our friends to know what they're up to and we assume how they're feeling. But when we go that extra mile, when we take that extra step to look them in the eye and say, how are you doing? Or tell me about X, Y, and Z, often we're just so happy to be seen that it opens up a dialogue pretty organically.
All you can do is help. I think it's always better to just do it than to hold back because, you know, the whole bystander effect happens where someone thinks, oh, but someone else will ask and someone else will give help to that person or someone else must have already noticed by now. But if everyone thought that, then no one would actually reach out and that person may not get the help that they need.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Gabriel Silva, and a lot has happened in the sports world this past week, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. This past Saturday, Texas football took on the number 9 ranked Vanderbilt Commodores in their first home game in 42 days. In the first half, the Longhorns were firing on all cylinders thanks to a long touchdown to wide receiver Ryan Wingo. Arch Manning came back from concussion protocol and looked as sharp as ever. For most of the game, the Longhorns dominated the Commodores, but the final score of 34-31 would suggest otherwise. The Longhorns head into the bye week with a record of 7-2 with 3 games left in the regular season. On Tuesday, the first college football playoff rankings were announced. The 12-person committee met in Grapevine, Texas to rank the top 25 teams in college football. The Longhorns came in at number 11 and were the second highest ranked 2-loss team behind Notre Dame. Although 12 teams make the playoffs, Texas would be on the outside looking in if the season ended today, with Virginia and Memphis getting auto bids that would push Texas out of the playoff picture. The Longhorns still control their own destiny with 2 games against top 5 teams in Georgia and Texas A&M. Now from the gridiron to the hardwood, Texas men's basketball tipped off their season in Charlotte Tuesday night in what was the debut of new head coach Sean Miller. The Longhorns fought valiantly against the number 6 ranked Blue Devils. The Longhorns were down as much as 9 points in the first half, but would storm back to take a 33-32 lead into the half. In the second half, the Blue Devils would start on a 10-0 run to pull ahead of the Longhorns, and they wouldn't look back as they would win 75-60. Texas will look to rebound against Lafayette Saturday at 2 p.m. in the Moody Center. And finally, last week, the Los Angeles Dodgers defeated the Toronto Blue Jays in a dramatic Game 7 victory. Although the Dodgers are led by multiple superstars like Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman, it was an unlikely hero in Miguel Rojas, who hit the game-tying home run in the top of the 9th inning to save the Dodgers season, before catcher Will Smith hit a home run in the top of the 11th to take a 5-4 lead. And that gave way for eventual World Series MVP Yoshinobu Yamamoto to close the game and give the Dodgers their second consecutive World Series championship. Now, guys, what do y'all think of Texas' playoff chances the last 3 weeks of the season?
I think they're really good. I like the matchup against A&M. I'm not sure about Georgia, but I think they really control their own destiny.
I'm feeling optimistic. A cleanup effort is sending divers into Lady Bird Lake. Coming up, the surprising objects they uncovered.
Heidi Klum slithers her way back into the Halloween spotlight. Take a look at this year's show-stopping costume next. The last story will be, yes, Heidi Klum. And that'll be read like that.
There are a lot of reasons to make Texas a litter-free state. What's important is always keeping a litter-free state of mind. I'm Randy Rogers with a reminder for us all. Don't mess with Texas.
Well, it's going to be a beautiful sunny day today, and we can expect much more of the same over the next
week. Motorcycles are not invisible, but they can seem that way to drivers who aren't paying close attention. Look twice for motorcycles. There's a life riding on it.
I'll be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side. by your side. And every day is a different day. Everything isn't everything. Even when you think things could never ever be the same. Don't be scared of the world, I'll be here to stay by your side. Even when your heart ain't listening, or your mind takes you a different way, towards a different path. All you gotta do is sit and ask. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
When the adults in a child's life talk early and often about the dangers of underage drinking, the message gets stronger every time.
I'll be by your side.
Talk. They hear you.
20 scooters were pulled out from Lady Bird Lake on Tuesday. The Austin Police Department, Lake Patrol, and dive team located the scooters by using GPS tracking information from the companies. The divers were under the Mopac Express Bridge for a few hours before they located them.
From mystery dinners to haunted houses, UT students are bringing spooky season to life in creative ways. University Housing and Dining hosted its annual Jester Tower of Terror event, complete with a DJ, pumpkin painting, and a haunted house. While Halloween weekend is normally 3 days of fright, the event served as an effort to bring students closer together.
I definitely saw groups that came in that were not together at first, and they left together and they were having conversations later. So I think these events really unite students in unique ways.
Both Campus E&E and University Housing and Dining are hosting various fall events in November, including a Thanksgiving pop-up and an immersive Renaissance dinner show. For more information on these events, we have a link with this story at reportingtexas.com. Supermodel Heidi Klum, known as the Queen of Halloween, turned heads in New York City with a stunning Medusa costume at her annual Halloween party. Klum's look included a hand-painted bodysuit, writhing snakes, and a long serpent tail, created by a team of 15 artists. Her husband, musician Tom Cowlitz, completed the look as a Greek soldier turned to stone. This year marked Klum's 24th annual Halloween celebration.
A little bit hot today, but how are you looking for the weather the rest of the week, Aaliyah?
Yes, I'm super excited for what's in store for us in Austin over the next couple of days. If you take a look at our 7-day forecast, by Sunday night we'll be experiencing about a 20-degree drop in our weather, welcome in a cool, crisp cold front on Monday. So if you see me walking around in my flared leggings and my cozy sweater, just know I've been waiting on this moment.
Thanks for joining us tonight on Reporting Texas TV.
If you would like to check out any of our stories or our newscasts, please visit reportingtexas.com. We'll see you next Thursday. Good night.